Electronic comes a knock-in. Bit out into the balcony. That will force Hunter into the fight, and Electronic down and out. Contact on B. Nico gone early, and that's the smoke down, which is disrespected immediately. monesi, though, the flash will repel the invaders back into the smoke, and loads two on the dual Berettas. Nice back from Bit. Go either way as they charge. He's racing the bomb carrier, just trying to round the corner. He hasn't gotten to safety. He's going to go down unless he can fight his way out. Good luck. Have fun. Perfecto gone.
Time's a problem here, 11 seconds. Bit with no chance.
He'd like a kill. And monesi will take another 4. Quite late to be mantling that boost, but safely set up now in their crossfire. Look how many bodies are here. NPL's going to get a rude awakening when he rounds that corner. Still gets the headshot. It's JKS that's farming up. A triple quad kill from JKS into the first gun round. He is definitely here and definitely delivering.
Oh, run and hide, Perfecto. Think he's going to be saving already. Found himself a extra piece of utility. Sure, bomb. Will there be an overstep here from G2? Deep banana control taken by HooXi.
monesi.
Yeah, Barrel will be spotted and dead. Great shot from Bit.
Brilliant. Some young gun action. Bit catches the rotation back in from the long side. And in that very moment, the whole of Na'Vi start to lean towards that bloodshed. Like sharks. Starting to circle now.
Brave from Nico there with the AK. Spamming through. They knew exactly where that was coming from. Pretty tight doorway as well.
JKS, I mean, brilliant in this first test. This is going to be harder. Flashes in, and NPL takes him down. Hiding in the site is Hunter. So many Na'Vi members. They clear their corners. The frag comes through, and a flawless response. This was on a conservative buy. A couple of rifles, sure. Bit, NPL.
Yeah, they make the most of the save right there. The fact that both of them are able to get picked.
Will exploit any mistake you make. Nico calling for that flash now. He can hear them coming. Perfecto on the clear. Flashes in. Perfecto turns, but the frag comes through, and symple down 2. We've seen it before. It's like Groundhog Day. 2 up, isolated, and monesi catches symple on the attempted trade.
I thought Nico was dead every day of the week right there. Can't believe he got away with that. But back to apartments, back to the crawl from Bit. JK's under pressure, flashed again and gone. Bit's found them space here.
There's a lot of space in there. Scarpering into the site. HooXi saves them from a red face. Had that been the multi-kill, this round would have a very different taste. Oh, Electronic eats the flash, manages to get himself back into the apps, but you have to do something crazy, and HooXi's the one to stop it from the apps. 30 seconds, these smokes are up. It feels like it's going to have to be one of these signature Na'Vi late finishes. Oh my god, Nico's taking some real risks. Hoping to be overlooked, well held. symple protects, saves Electronic, and now the bodies are dropping 20 seconds. Feels like a lifetime though. They got all the time in the world as the round falls into place and G2 fall flat. Retake control, quite aggressively spotted out on the boost.
You know he's pinned here. They're going to try and isolate the sandbag player.
Go badly. And HooXi is going to go down. Attempted trade. Nico only the one. Advantage Na'Vi. symple a little hamstrung, down to 28, and Hunter's going to bury himself deep into the site. Now G2 will be wise to the names and the positions. All it takes is a touch of the scoreboard. No Bit still alive.
And G2 are flying blind here as well. They're passive on mid. Hunter calling out U2 right now over towards B. This is where individuals on G2 will need to step up with a multi-kill, or this round will be very, very difficult. JKS over towards that short side on the balcony. monesi towards long with the AWP, and Hunter trying to stall out this B play. It's so many different fights on so many different fronts, and they don't know when Na'Vi is going to hit just yet. But that decision, 25 seconds, will have to come in soon.
He's the one with the smoke as well for the second smoke of the set. symple smoke CT, Bit probably towards the coffins, and we are off with 14 seconds left. Hunter, if he could just disrupt a multi-kill as Chad has requested, Na'Vi will collapse here. And now he's been found out, the bomb's going down, he can't do anything about it. Na'Vi, smooth sailing. That clock is nothing. And symple wants to take that AWP away. monesi's going to fight tooth and nail to hold on to it as he does hit the quick scope and starts to can sweep second mid, call it clear, and surely HooXi's going to want to set monesi up for this.
There's no way Na'Vi can go back. They have to go B. There's just no way they can go back towards A. There's too many unknowns.
And monesi's taking this angle because, oh, he doesn't miss. The flash strikes for 13. And Na'Vi's hopes dwindle. He's just got those reaction speed tests, passes them.
What is going on? It looks like deathmatch.
It does look like we're still in the warm-up right now. Nico just tickled down to 23, will be run down, but perfecto. Just taking weapons away at this point, and straight into Hunter. Lovely change of pace. You were just
such a strong mid-hold here. Both boosts under the balcony.
Yep, you just can't. This is. We've seen how this goes. We've seen it twice, how this goes. They're going to try it again. Can they find a different result? Na'Vi jumping in to the jaws of G2, and it's bit to try and be the change-up. It's just one from the balcony. Perfecto got low. Smoke to try and grab the bomb. Nice parkour, evades the nade and rounds the corner. Still though, they are close. Multi-potential as he gets the first, and still the pressure's on him. By virtue of the roll, CTs will likely... Oh, fade, JKS! The ball... Monesy and Nico, can they rumble on the fade? Monesy eyes of a hawk and AWP as well. Gone in a flash is electronic. Nico builds off. It's been very repetitive for electronic. The poor guy has not been able to catch a break on this first half.
Well, I think they know a bit. Yeah, he did. So they now know a bit is Ender Hall. So,
even the chickens are on G2's side.
Yeah, that's one way to get a whole boatload of free information.
Yeah, okay, Lurk Smoke. Onto the hay bales with you and JKS. Everyone, nope, guessing by what we've seen, he's coming straight into the fight bit. Works it out, finds the first, maybe more to be said here. Hunter known now on the default over the smoke. Bit will prowl, finds another. Being the hero for Na'Vi. There's a reminder of what he's capable. A triple to get Na'Vi into the A site.
G2 have to go for this last round here in the first half of play. Nico and HooXi on the retake. 2-on-3 situation. Bomb's just gone down. And divide and conquer.
Yeah, coming in from two different angles of assault. Not really slowing down for anyone here. Bad flash, he's still cooking. Up short. Smoke will enable a bit of a walk as well. Nico's crawling through. Bomb half gone, Kit's present, and that's HooXi with another frag. Na'Vi are going to absolutely pull their hair out. If they go down to HooXi, getting all the kills, Nico closes! And that's 12! 12-3, a 2v3 to take us there. Pin pulled. G2 with the Fnatic smoke. Molotov cough is a different variation to try and take this B site. They're going to try and fight Ruins, run him down. Monesy charging in, losing a lot of health as he does actually catch the nade. NPL defense is on her. Catches one back. Perfecto good onto Hunter. Electronic with the dualies. Oh, and they do get the bomb down. Damage inflicted onto HooXi, though. He'll run him down. And he's still got 11 bullets to spare. No problem. Na'Vi in retreat. Now pressure towards the A side of things. A lot for long. Smokes will bloom, and HooXi can continue to try and forge a path into this A side. The setup is clean. Na'Vi counting on NPL. Good on the MP9. And good setup. Simple. Shuts down another. With only 15 seconds left, they've got to run to their death, or perhaps not. Nico with another. Suddenly G2 in the conversation, only for a moment, as we do see that time ticking and headshots being hit. Nico goes down. NPL, another impactful round from him. We're going to keep tabs on. Here we go.
This faith we can have.
It's going to feel good. This is going to feel real good as electronic. Taking a nice jump up the scoreboard as he's getting himself $600 a pop and an ace added to the list of Katowice. Not even a smile on his face, but a round in the bank for Na'Vi. Now they've got to find a way in. Hunter onto NPL.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and HooXi onto symple. Okay. G2 just walk in.
What?
And symple. Unable to find the first. Now they're already covering a lot of ground across the pool. Perfecto caught out and in to a site. And will it be a retake? So it looks like they're backing away. Simple unwilling to question it. It's not going to be easy, maybe even impossible. And so would rather hold on to their guns.
Worried about that lurk as well, because JKS moments before disaster on the B site was applying a bit of pressure top mid. Now he has made sure there's no way back on down to Banana. But if I'm HooXi, might be calling a couple of lads to investigate and try and take away a rifle or two. This is 14 secured. Na'Vi looked good in the early stages of this CT half. But how quickly the tides can change here. I know Striker, I was having a chat to him before. He was talking about this 15-map streak that G2 are on right now, and it's like, yeah, this is very impressive. You know, he's having his geeks at HLTV dig into just how impressive.
Right.
He was mentioning how Tai Lu in China, you know, have these crazy like 30-game streaks, or you look at something like an Australia Greyhounder had like 2 20-match streaks. But this is top-tier Counter-Strike. Those teams I mentioned are from small regions, and the teams in Europe who have been fantastic at exactly that, at NIP, the 87-0, right? You have to remember that, and teams like Astralis with these streaks as well.
And HooXi on a bit of a one-man mission here. Will sweep through, spots one out towards that mini pit. Oh, and Hunter onto MPL. We've said that before. Now with symple on the site, should be good.
Oh!
Missed the shot. Hunter doubles up. The site now surely lost. Unless Bit can do anything from the pit. They know where he is, and Hunter deletes, destroys. Nico's already on the hunt. Just by virtue of his positioning, he knows they'll likely be cowering on the site. No need for them to move.
They will chase now.
Oh my god!
That one will at least rattle around the brain here of G2, unless Hunter and monesi pull off a 2-on-4 situation.
There's grounds for it if monesi wants to, I was going to say clear into the site, but he'll throw the smoke out instead. Wants to mantle over and clear that pit.
Simple's coming.
Simple will likely finish the job. monesi mantles up on towards the balcony, spots the retreat towards the apartments, and there's 8 for Na'Vi. Now,
See a different pace. They're coming real fast, but Simple onto Nico again.
yeah, but a different result in the sense that G2 will leave with top banana, HooXi holding that. perfecto dipping into the site, electronic to rotate back, and looks like HooXi's calling for some setup.
Yeah, he wants a flash here. Likely the entry flash from monesi. This will give him the pick on towards CT spawn. And across. Oh!
And out.
Yeah, for a second. And now again, another one of these situations. And this time round, HooXi didn't get the trade back. It will be a 3-on-5. G2 traditionally do pretty well in these type of situations, but they don't have any site control. They don't have any space. They do have 2 smokes, 2 mollies, and a flash, however, and that sounds like the recipe for a nice little B execute.
Let's see if this recipe can cook up any trouble. Simple gonna immediately extinguish, which implies to G2 it's gonna be a bit of a head-on collision. monesi pulls the trigger first. Okay, perfecto has to dip off that. Will they really expect a second in the same position? perfecto reveals himself, needs frags, gets one, quick trade. G2 are in. The bomb's not, though. On that CT smoke, monesi, hard clear, and a good shot to NPL. He's gotten him in. And now the two of them, JKS and monesi, going to try and take the whole round, take every frag, finish this map. He's cleared him. Oh, not far off. Just spotted the back. Where's the help? Electronic gets the frag, and monesi, oh, how is he alive? He just bounces. Oh! And that's a way to finish. Stunning from monesi to close. Salt in the wound, sprinkled in. Molly Hut on its way. Smoke main, and we're ready to play. perfecto will likely be forced off. And it's JKS who takes down Electronic and down the vents instead. Nico lost short. And it's a 4-on-4. It's Bit on the door. Takes a heavy beating. Will be repelled from the angle. HooXi lingering for a late ramp flank. 2 from here. JKS towards the dark position. There's 3 members of Na'Vi. Now all backs turn to that potential flank from HooXi. monesi just needs to live. Buy time. JKS the same, and actually does find a head. Simple good for 1 as well. monesi hoping for help. It gets awkward now. HooXi, yeah, element of surprise is one thing, but long-range Glock shots, another. Hard to hit. And Na'Vi will take that pistol.
All clear right now. Look at the timing on this. Perfect. Just has to pick a target. perfecto gets monesi. Trade is there, but they won't expect Bit. Not at all. And he finishes off Hunter easy as you like.
That's the benefit to having so many bodies down there in response. As they recover that territory, they rip apart what remained of G2.
Yeah, not a hot start here for G2, and that's been a part of a lot of these map wins is hot starts. So yeah, very, very cool. It's going to be a 4-0 lead for Na'Vi early. And G2 also don't have their money set as they'd like. So hoping to break through with one of these higgledy-piggledy buys. No. Now they will have to be a little bit more conservative. Nico can't connect the dots. Bit will grab another. That's 4 kills for him. They're looking to do a late smoke wall here, and if Simple pokes up his head, monesi is waiting for that.
Just like that.
Yeah, that was perfectly timed. want to thank Monesy for that one, I suppose. Makes me look like a bit of a genius here. But the smoke wall now up and at him, and more bodies down towards the lower deck. But do they want to hit secret, or do they want to take warehouse space? Find out now.
Seems like warehouse. Electronic not going to have a look lockers. That's the fight Nico's hoping for, waiting for. Not going to be given.
Delayed towards ramp with that smoke. Nico now searching towards heaven. 3 players down the lower deck, and that is quite the shot. Tap, tap, tap it in. Big one there from Nico. 2-man advantage here.
That was his first frag, and it's one hell of a scorching way to arrive on the scoreboard. And now we can just burrow in, anticipating a CT reaction. JKS is cautious, but not checking his corners. Bit good for it on ramp. One back from Na'Vi. Still that man discrepancy, and the low site's lost.
Bomb has been planted.
Oh, looking for the save. I thought they may have been looking for a frag here. It looked like after they were able to pick up JKS, they were spurred forward for a fight. NPL just
playing a real tight gap. Safe from the Molotov, and that's enough of a warning sign for him to bail out. Actually going to hide in his own smoke, maybe. Simple this time beats Nico, and now a bit overwhelmed. 2 to the good for G2. Heading into that low site, and it's completely unmanned. Nico probably not going to be expecting this one, though. Oh, just pops his head up. Recovers that AWP. Simple. An opportunity on that scout straight to the head of HooXi, and that's an immediate cancel.
Na'Vi can win this. They've stacked top.
Yeah, and within 20 seconds, G2, they're going to have to do their due diligence. They're in all the right places, all the nooks and crannies to be cleared. Nico low. Perfecto hits the shot. Na'Vi, with 10 seconds, they just have to stop Hunter. Charging into the site. Berserking. NPL Hut. Can he stop the plant? Can he stop the plant? No, JKS is down. Hunter 2! NPL! Yeah.
Very territory of Nuke.
And Simple. Going to build upon that with HooXi down early. The AWP posted. And successful. That was the bomb carrier as well. Nice one back, Nico. Always up for a biff and a brawl.
Feels like blink and you miss it in a lot of these scenarios. They just appear on the screen and they're gone.
JKS side by side. Oh, and Simple. JKS is talking a lot. Look at this. The restraint from JKS. Simple. Knife out. Eliminated. Can't build upon it. Perfecto adjusts perfectly, but in the meantime, Hunter's taking space and runs straight into NPL. Their top site seems like it's on lock. Honestly, gonna perhaps use the secret avenue.
Might have to, but how does Nico join the party here? If he goes from ramp and clears down, they will have to deal with Bit, who's over towards that window side. So this is the fight that will come first for monesi, I do believe.
Yeah, they're going to be sweeping lobby, so definitely on a timer. Na'Vi will start to regather.
monesi has to make a move shortly. Look how low the clock's getting again here for G2.
Bit might start looking, yeah, here's the utility ramp side. Now monesi makes the move. As his attention's drawn, still considering the flank.
Steps ahead. Bit should have him.
Out there. Feel the bomb, and oh! What? Huh? What is that? Lightning quick from monesi. And now he hears the rundown. Perfecto. Bodyguarded. Just enough time to get that bomb down. NPL, can you do it again? They plant. Nico and monesi side by side, and monesi. We've seen G2 recover these kind of rounds. Look no farther than the close on Ancient. And it was Hunter. He gave him that leg back in, but NPL with a second. What more could you ask? That flick is nasty, filthy, but not enough as we see 7, and Na'Vi will take such a forward position. Anti-flash on forward. Hold. And NPL holds fast. One and done. Nico with a double up. Straight into the site. JKS up close and personal with Perfecto. It's the trade that matters. Simple in the vent. We know he likes to go for some cheeky no-scopes around that ladder. Now sneaking into the site. Lets one go. And it's only one back from Bit. Nico.
An ult for Simple here. Can Simple do it once more? They're in towards A. They're opened up the site. And maybe they can take a breath.
Ooh. Yeah, that alligator. Not the perfect weapon for the job for Bit now.
Because they did force all in here again. Like, look at Perfecto. He has no armor, right? He had just enough money to drop Simple and AWP.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe the Mag 7 needs to make a comeback as well. There was a period where we got a whole lot of Mag 7 when the Swedes were on top.
Pretty good recovery here from G2. They were 5-0 down at one point. So only 2 rounds since that portion for Na'Vi.
Yeah, it must be quite nice to feeling new tests, new rounds. Ooh, symple. He caught a flash. Of the flash, 4 members of G2 are there. Gonna try and look over on the railing, but perfect smokes, a fired shot and a flash over the top for Electronic. Goes up, and monesi so prepared. G2 well drilled. Opening again for G2. Can they close with a win? And a 1 T-half. Symple wants to argue against it. Only the 1 before Nico finds him. Now hell is lost unless Bit can hold on to this one. Just knocking on the door is Nico. And perfecto wrapping around for the secret stairs this week. Been waiting for Nico. Down to 1 HP, a dink exchange, but the AK stronger. monesi, he's just got a read, hasn't he? Perfect hold. Delivers for his squad, just the 1 frag to stop this 8, and you were talking about that start from Na'Vi. Yeah, what a recovery from G2. NPL onto monesi, and down he goes. Smiles at the end of the half. G2, they were... Right now, Na'Vi and G2, this has been quite a lovely recovery from G2, and you can see the odds favouring them, but Nico on yard with a lot of bodies his way. Hunter with him, I love it too. The cousins, side by side, and monesi gone. NPL finds the frag, symple equipped with that P250. Nico might be his next victim. Long range engage, okay, symple. Gives Nico a bit of his own medicine there.
Yeah, just isolated, knowing that they could take that fight and hit an absolute banger. Now it's HooXi and JKS, maybe an unlikely duo in the clutch. And Na'Vi can just allow this one here to simmer as JKS, he's trying to find out where they've gone. Spotted one jumping behind red, would have to hit some absolute bangers to make this possible, but that's information for Na'Vi. They know where at least 1 player of the remaining 2 are.
JKS does actually find a clean duel. Reposition, symple catching flak as well from HooXi. That will be a huge frag to post. He's been absent in the feed for the majority, and JKS, he's got 2 on his plate. Needs the fresh mag, and HooXi good for the frag as well. JKS gets the bomb on the floor, and symple already wounded. How did this fall through Na'Vi's fingers? This felt like a guarantee. And now all HooXi has to do is just hold his push, play it safe from the rafters. The bomb is not in Simple's grasp.
He's going around the world here as well. Time is going to start becoming an issue here. About to hit 25 seconds. And JKS, considering the fact he could come late out squeaky. This is heard now from Simple, knows where 1 of the 2 are again.
Or HooXi, he's not considering this at all. Simple playing a masterful game of Counter-Strike on the low HP. The 1v1, can JKS hold his nerve with 8 seconds left? Simple's going to have to plant, gets the info. JKS has to run him down. Symple off the bomb, gets the info. Can he get around the corner? He can and will secure the round. JKS with impact. Something he's going to have been studying, a nade actually destined for Electronic. He knows where you like to hide. I love this. I love the layers, and I love that. monesi throws some aggression into the mix. Take that AWP into Hut. Take that first body down. A nice weapon now for Symple in the round, but still limping. And HooXi forward. Normally, that's not something you go for alone. He has opted to do so.
And Nico and JKS are both down here. So if they push down secret, they will find Nico, sure, but JKS, they're going to hide him, tuck him in. That might lull them into a false sense of security, but that's assuming Na'Vi decide to finish. And, well, they've all backed off completely here. HooXi with a lot of space. In this position, probably good for 1, maybe 1.5, 2. Nico getting information back again, just G2 so happy with this number advantage to still search for info. And Simple, does he clear his corners? Yes, he does.
An easy way to find the 4v4, I guess. Symple makes light work of HooXi. You can see ramp now obviously wide open. JKS will get the smoke down. And NPL goes down. Hunter finds it through the smoke. Well-placed bullets. monesi somehow onto Electronic. On that Hut position. Oh, Simple's going to be unhappy. Nico from behind. Bit's got nowhere to go. And he makes a path. Get out of there. JKS! Another one of those. We've HooXi, how does he know? It's wide open. Perfecto down. Gets the instantaneous trade, and lobby is theirs. That smoke should lock him out. They got no way in.
He did this on Inferno, an aggressive CT maneuver, barreling down mid into second, being an absolute nuisance, and having lobby control with so much time. I'm curious how long they want to stay here for. The trade would be Na'Vi taking all this yard space, but Nico's tucked in towards the top of secret. So your best bet would be trying to wrap heaven, but JKS is dealing with that right now. So
sick hold.
They will likely be able to isolate HooXi here, but that's assuming monesi misses.
One-way dropped as well. Bit. We put a couple of pre-fired bullets through, but won't have vision on Nico. So monesi's trying to support HooXi, but he will fall off after the miss. Will happily send his in-game leader down the river. And still hits the shot onto Electronic. A re-smoke. Oh my god, they're going to have to respect it. Mollied him out. Smoke will cover. Spray finds nothing. Nico, though, just as Bit looked away. Everything going G2's way.
This is some cocky Counter-Strike,
right?
But it's well put together. It's not
calculated, but cocky.
Yeah, it's not your faceit games where the guy who plays 400 hours of deathmatch is just holding W. This is well considered, but they know when they can take the fights, and well, sympl's finally found one. NPL heard he's going to be dead any second now, removed by Nico, and now Nico gets the final fight, but symple for the clutch, 1-on-3.
Got this one, JKS to deny, and perfect. Showing no signs of slowing. Neither was Bit, as it's actually perfecto, excuse me, catching the nade into the top side. Bit and him combine as HooXi and Hunter repel. Trades favor G2, monesi hits the last, and that is a round done. And monesi versus symple, head-to-head. I'm sure symple wouldn't want to look at the figures.
Well, Nico has yard control right now. It's going to be on JKS. If they can deal with him, and well, Nico's dealing... Oh, should have been dealing with that. Don't often see him miss those type of shots.
He's been using the M4A4. I think he's just not used to that A1S.
And they've... Oh, I thought...
It's only a pistol and the bomb. Oh, great shot from NPL. Maintains the advantage, but could lose the bomb here. JKS flashed and not dead. Somehow he gets away with that one, and the impact is felt as a 1v1 between two of the smartest in the server. monesi and perfecto. Bomb and time against perfecto. So he scooped up the bomb, and he's heading towards that top site. monesi, he had an early glance decon. I think he's solved the mystery now. With 10 seconds left, if he's silent about this. Gets the sound. Safe plant. monesi will crawl. Closes the gap. One bullet. One single bullet to the center of mass for 15. Flash. And frag. Safe as houses. As 15 secure monesi. And the flash to set him up. Doesn't have to take the fight upon it, but has a little glance. It's Bit versus Nico. And the first frag is G2's. Just a smoke to reposition. Play upon the fade. Lovely angle he's got here. Nico, a master of his craft. And he wants more. Electronic. Simple, but damage inflicted. A good one back from Na'Vi. monesi refuses to let them leave with an advantage. Catches Simple. Electronic slipped, only for a moment, and it's Na'Vi about to concede. G2 to do it. 10 nukes in a row. 17 maps in a row. They are untouchable until NPL gets the craziest clutch of his life. I don't think so. monesi can end at any moment he wishes. Waits for JKS. From the lobby, NPL distracted. Not the 1v4. Not at all. G2 stay perfect, stay untouchable, and sail to the semis of Katowice. The Spodek will see G2 once more. 17 maps, sure, but 10 series in a row. That semi secure. G2 one win away from the back-to-back grand final appearance.
Who is going to touch this team? Heroic on the other side of things, looking unstoppable as well. A fantastic performance against Vitality today. Two heavy hitters still here in IEM Katowice and looking shell-shocked in Na'Vi. What a performance from G2.